Hello there everyone, my name is Mathew McKenna and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready for a video that is almost certainly going to result in the most copyright issues that I've ever had on this channel? Because I sure am. Let's do it. This video, no joke, popped up in my recommended videos and I saw it and I was like, I've got to make a video on this. It's called 20 songs that sound, in all capitals, exactly the same. In brackets, mind-blowing. I will say, somewhat skeptical, but you know, I'm gonna give them a chance. I'm gonna hear them out, I'm gonna hear their case. Before we start though, if you are new here, make sure you click subscribe and enable notifications so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. I don't know if I want to do this, but I will. For science! She loves control. I don't even know this song. Is this gonna be a video that just shows how few artists I know? I guess, like, that sounded kinda similar. I think the reason this person has paired them together is because of the word control. The most similar part of any of that was just the first few words. But yes, they are vaguely similar. However, this video is not entitled 20 songs that sound vaguely similar to each other. I knew it. I knew it was just gonna be more oh babies. The last few notes didn't like really sound similar at all to me, especially because Ariana Grande kind of like brings her voice down. And the start, like, yeah, again, they're pretty similar notes and they're saying oh baby. That's in like a million songs. This is funky though. That one is the most similar out of all the ones we've listened to. I think what makes them sound so similar is that sort of like almost 50s style backing sounds, especially like what sounded like a saxophone going like, bro. This is my tiny saxophone, by the way. It's also kind of just got that like doo-wop style, so they're always gonna sound kind of similar. Finally, a song that I've actually heard. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, that was pretty similar. The only thing that really sounded quite different was the end, when GRL, I think is what they were called. I have never heard of them. They didn't really extend or go higher at the end, but yeah, that actually did sound remarkably similar. I would never say that they copied them, but yeah, okay, that one I'll agree with. I've also heard this song. Yes. Yeah, okay. So I've heard both of those songs before, and I've actually heard people make this comparison before. The notes on the little instrumental aren't like actually all that similar. They kind of sound it, but that's just because they go through a similar like pattern, but the notes and the melody themselves are actually quite different. Maybe I'm crazy, and maybe I'm completely missing what everyone else in the world is seeing, but yeah, I disagree. I do love this piano line so much. I feel like I'm being like such a downer and being like, listen guys, this doesn't really sound all that similar. There was like two notes that kind of sounded similar. If I'd heard that Selena Gomez song, I would never be like, oh, that sounds like Havana. Maybe I'm only even hearing those similarities because I'm intently listening for them now. This sound. Those sounded kind of similar. I was literally getting myself ready to be like, yeah, but this is quite a like standard introduction. But then I kind of decided maybe that was wrong. But I think what did it was just the very similar tempo as well as that kind of like muted guitar sound. You don't hear that all that often in pop music. I thought I knew this song, and then like the more it played, the more I realized, oh, I don't think I have. But it just sounded very familiar. Oh my god, okay, all right. This is what you guys are here for. That one, when I said, oh, I feel like I've heard this song before, but I realized I haven't. The lyrics that I was thinking were of Raw by Katy Perry. So yeah, that one, okay, that's the first one I would say yes. Wow, that sounded extremely similar. I've not heard this Taylor Swift song properly. Did they make a mistake? That sounded nothing alike at all. All of these, even when I've disagreed that they sound that similar, I've always been like, oh yeah, there are some similarities. But that just sounded nothing alike. And I feel like there'd probably be a better option to choose, right? But that was, no, strongly disagree. I think it was that they like both had that kind of reggae vibe and yeah, similar notes. Half agree. No, I strongly disagree with those. You can't really claim that like the bong, bong, bong with a muffled effect on it is anything like remotely just original to your song. It's been used countless times. To me, this would be like saying that Drake and T-Pain sound exactly alike because they take advantage of auto-tune. Wild. Speaking of wild, the next song is Wild Thoughts. God, I love TJ Khaled. Oh yeah. I think it was that like the thumping sort of drum combined with like the really stringy strings. But I will say there's entirely just a chance that they used it as a sample. All right. Damn. That's a tough one, to be honest. Obviously they sounded similar because it was a falling note and it fell for kind of like the same duration. But I think like, and this is just me defending the artists, it takes a lot more than a similarity like that for me to be like, oh yeah, these two songs sound exactly the same. I guess it might also be that they like both used it as a break in vocals. It kind of sounds like a mini drop. So maybe that's why people find it similar. There are so many songs in this that make me realize the rock that I live under. I think I've recognized like 5 or 6 songs. These also just don't sound the same to me at all. I'm starting to feel like I'm crazy if everyone's agreeing with this and I'm just like, oh, no. Oh good, another song I actually know. First of all, what? Second of all, they're the same artist. Third of all, there weren't really notes in Problem. The bit that they used for comparison was just like a beat that didn't even sound like Focus, and that didn't have the like, focus on me. Obviously, it's not that intense. I very strongly disagree with that, even though it would be Ariana referencing or like copying herself. You leave her alone. More artists copying themselves. Those sounded a bit similar, I'll give it to them, but I think it just stems from like artists liking a particular style, favoring a particular key. I didn't expect Michael Jackson in here. Wow. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, those sounded really similar. And they're also quite far apart in production dates. Very remarkably similar. And that's all I'll say. What? No. Leave Kesha and Katy Perry alone. Two amazing artists that have not copied each other there. I feel like I've just spent an entire video defending a bunch of pop singers. I don't know if that was entertaining. I apologize if it was boring. I'm just sitting here like, no, they don't sound the same, and here's why. I love artists. Treat them fairly, treat them nicely. Anyway, that's all for this video, but I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think I'm just crazy? Am I not seeing something that the entire world is seeing? Please let me know, because I do want to know if I'm just crazy. But regardless, thank you for watching. I hope that you did enjoy the video. If you did, please don't forget to click that like button, and as always, have an awesome time until I see you next. See ya. If you happen to still be around at this point in the video, I would love it if you popped over and followed my Instagram. I'm trying to be more active on there, post more things, and talk to you guys a bit more. So pop over. It's at Mathew_McKenna.